What if I told you that you have never, not once in your entire life, experienced the present moment? Right now, as you watch this video, what you think is happening, is already in the past. Your brain is feeding you a version of reality that is up to 10 seconds old. And it has been doing this your entire life, without you ever noticing. This isn't a theory. This is neuroscience. And by the end of this video, you will never trust your own perception the same way again. In the 1990s, a scientist named Romy Nijawan discovered something that broke psychologists' understanding of the brain. He called it the flash lag effect. Here's what happens: a ball moves across a screen. At one exact moment, a flash of light appears right next to the ball. Now, where was the ball when the flash happened? People always say the ball was ahead of the flash. Always. Even though they were at the same position at the same time. Your brain didn't show you what happened. It predicted where the ball would be, and showed you that instead. It manufactured your reality. Right there, in real time. So why does this happen? Why would your brain lie to you? Because reality is too slow. Signals from your eyes take around 80 milliseconds to reach your visual cortex. Your ears, 8 to 10 milliseconds. Your fingertips, up to 200 milliseconds. These signals travel at different speeds. If your brain showed you raw data, you'd experience the world as fragmented, out of sync, like a badly dubbed movie. So your brain does something extraordinary. It waits. It collects all incoming signals. Sight, sound, touch, holds them in a buffer for up to half a second, and then stitches them together into one seamless moment. What you experience as now is actually an edited highlight reel, assembled slightly after the fact. Now here's where it gets truly unsettling. Neuroscientist David Eagleman ran experiments showing that the brain doesn't just delay perception by milliseconds. In some cognitive tasks, particularly memory and event sequencing, the brain can rewrite what you think happened across a window of up to 10 seconds. Think about that. You watch something happen. You are completely certain of the order of events. But your brain may have silently rearranged those events. Filling gaps, smoothing inconsistencies, before the memory even formed. You weren't there for what happened. You were there for your brain's best guess of what happened. And you had no idea. Modern neuroscience now has a name for what your brain actually does: predictive processing. Your brain doesn't passively receive reality, it actively simulates it. Every single second, your brain is generating a model of the world based on past experience and predictions. Your senses only exist to correct that model when it gets something wrong. This is why you can hear your name in a noisy room. Why optical illusions fool you even when you know they're illusions. Why you can read sentences with scrambled middle letters, because your brain already predicted what those words would be. You are not watching life. You are watching your brain's simulation of life. Updated constantly. But never quite real. Most of the time, this system is flawless. The illusion holds. But sometimes, it breaks. Déjà vu. That's your brain misfiling a new experience as an old memory, a processing error in real time. Eyewitness testimony. Multiple studies show that confident eyewitnesses remember events that never happened, because their brains filled in gaps with predictions. Car accident reconstructions where drivers swear they had a green light, and both are telling the truth as they experienced it. Because each brain wrote a slightly different story. The legal system, medicine, even relationships, all rely on human memory and perception being accurate. But neuroscience shows us they are not. They never were. Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. Descartes asked, "How do you know what's real?" He concluded only that thinking itself proved existence. I think, therefore I am. But he didn't know what we know now. That even the thoughts you think, the words forming in your head right now, are the output of a brain that has already edited, predicted, and reconstructed your internal experience before you became aware of it. Consciousness itself, your sense of being, you, arrives after the fact. Neuroscientist Benjamin Libet proved this in 1983. Your brain initiates movement 350 milliseconds before you consciously decide to move. You didn't make a decision. You observed one being made. Now before you spiral, this is not a reason to distrust everything. It's a reason to understand your brain better than it understands itself. Knowing that your brain predicts rather than perceives means you can question your first reaction. In arguments, your version of events is real to you, but it is not the only version. In memory, what you remember most vividly may be what your brain found most meaningful, not most accurate. In fear and anxiety, your brain is often simulating a threat that doesn't exist yet. The 10-second window isn't a flaw. It's a feature, a remarkable one, that keeps your world coherent and smooth. But knowing it's there gives you something rare, a small gap between stimulus and belief. A moment to ask, is this real, or is this my brain's best guess? Your brain is the most sophisticated prediction engine in the known universe. And it has been running a quiet, invisible simulation of reality, for you, every second of your life. The question isn't whether your brain lies to you. It does. It has to. The question is, now that you know, what will you do differently? If this changed how you see your own mind, subscribe to MindFlash, because every week we pull back another curtain on the hidden science of who you are. Drop a comment below. What's one memory you now question? I'll see you in the next one.